Good, happy Monday morning, June 28th, 2021. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Monday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Monday morning, so let's begin. First up, hot, humid weather creates chances for serious heat-related illnesses for people and pets. Health officials ask people to check on the elderly. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability, durability.
A decent crowd at Crystal Lake in Manchester as people take to the water to keep cool during Sunday's hot weather. And you can bet the lake, along with city splash pads and pools, will be even busier tomorrow as New Hampshire faces its second heat wave of the month. With temperatures topping 90 and feeling like 100 in some areas, health officials say conditions could be dangerous.
When the National Weather Service is looking at temperatures and humidity approaching 95 degrees, we know there's a significant increase potentially in folks needing to go to the emergency department for heat-related illness.
Phil Alexigos, Chief Operations Officer for the Manchester Health Department, says heat exhaustion and heat stroke are two common illnesses people experience in weather like this. He says everyone should keep an eye out for warning signs.
Folks may have muscle cramps and headache, sometimes nausea and vomiting, certainly would be more of the serious nature.
It's not just humans that need to be wary of the heat.
Always make sure your pet has water available.
Katie Wyman of the Veterinary Emergency Center of Manchester says these conditions can be tough on our four-legged friends as well.
It's not just the paw pads we're worried about. You want to keep them off the hot asphalt for extended periods of time as much as you can, because it can also just increase their body temperature from the heat coming off of it.
And health officials are just once again reminding folks to check in on elderly neighbors or family members or anyone that you know who may be susceptible to heat-related illnesses. Reporting live tonight, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Firefighters battle a 3-alarm fire building in Manchester. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability, durability, and versatility.
This was the scene at 11 o'clock Sunday morning.
Yeah, heavy fire in Manchester.
Fire crews battling that heavy fire at an apartment house at 105 Prospect Street in Manchester. A third alarm called, nearly 100 firefighters called to the scene.
With the hot conditions, District Chief Patton didn't hesitate to call multiple alarms on this, trying to keep the guys safe. It's really miserable out here today.
Those crews were battling the flames and hot temperatures. The chief says they rotated firefighters several times to give them breaks from another tough day on the job.
Yeah, they're tough.
And thankful for the neighbors who stepped up and gave out cold water to everyone working the scene.
That was awesome. Everyone came out of their houses. They were giving us water. The community was great. They really support us.
Fortunately, no one was injured in the fire, but the apartment house is a total loss. As for a cause, it appears to have started in the back of the building.
There's a couple cars out back that caught on fire also. So we're not sure if it was a car fire that extended to the building or it's a porch fire that extended to the vehicles.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Officials released the identity of woman killed in Nashua. Let's take a listen to that video from WR News 9.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability and durability.
And tonight we now know the name of the person who died in a fire in Northwood. An autopsy confirms that Catherine McNally died from smoke inhalation. That fire broke out late on Thursday evening, trapping McNally on the second floor. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Sorry, Northwood. I said Nashua. My mistake, everyone. Sorry about that. Man facing charges after going the wrong way on Route 101 in Hampton. Let's take a listen to that video from WR News 9.
Tractor has been in our family since 1955, when great-grandfather Pearlie and our grandfather George decided to sell tractors out of their barn with a work.
Massachusetts man now facing several charges, including reckless conduct, after investigators say he was driving aggressively and illegally passing other cars in the undivided portion of Route 101 westbound in Hampton. Police say witnesses saw Brian Smith approach the divided portion of Route 101 and drive west on the eastbound side. Smith later crashed into a wooded area near the exit 13 off-ramp, becoming combative when troopers tried to get him out of the car. He was arrested, but is now out on personal recognizance bail.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Officials gave update on Surfside apartment building collapse. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Movie night.
Should have been watching the stove instead.
Tell me something I don't know.
With your Farmer's Policy Perk guaranteed replacement cost, your home can be rebuilt regardless of your limits.
That's really something.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmer's Policy Perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Our search and rescue efforts are continuing. For the last 24 hours and throughout the day, we have continued to see the incredible work of our fire rescue team. I could not be prouder of the work of these men and women and dogs who are all part of this operation. Their bravery, their selflessness, their total dedication to this mission. These people live to save lives. It's an inspiration to all of us and to people all around the world. Their work getting the fire and the smoke under control was very, very pivotal, and the good weather today were two very positive developments in the search, and they have allowed the search and rescue effort to move forward without some of the previous challenges that we have faced. So we continue to sweep the mound with our canines, using all of the technology available to us and machinery to lift the debris. And as of now, the number of confirmed fatalities remains at 9. And we can now report that we have identified an additional 4 of the victims. We're working to notify those next of kin first, and it is up to them after we'll release to the public and to the media. So the total number of those accounted for is now 134, unaccounted 152. And I want to stress, since the beginning, these numbers have been very, very fluid, and they will continue to be subject to change. That's because we get new information, people turn out were not there at the time, and so on. And so it is very important to keep in mind that these numbers are not final. And we will bring you new information, of course. So today, we did give all of the families an opportunity to privately visit the site. This was something that many of the family members had requested, and so our teams worked to set up something to accommodate them, and I think that it turned out very well, and they were very grateful for the opportunity. And we ask you to continue to pray for all of them, all of the families during this impossibly difficult time as they're waiting for news, and to continue to pray for our first responders who continue to toil to find loved ones. I also wanted to mention that there are some families with missing loved ones whom our detectives have not been able to reach. So if you do not have a police report open, please go to 9301 Collins Avenue here in Surfside and speak to a detective on site. It is very, very critical that if you are missing a loved one, that you can report it to us. The site is open 24 hours a day. We're taking DNA swabs from everybody at that location, so if relatives come in, we will take DNA swabs, and this will be critically important for our identification. I continue to be overwhelmed with the very generous, moving outpouring of support from local cities, people, and around the country and the world. Those people have continued donating to our Support Surfside Fund. We've now raised over $1.2 million. This is incredible. So please, if you want to help, supportsurfside.org. Thank you, and God bless to you all.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel.
Okay, and there you go on that video of that update. And that does it for this Monday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye.